Hello everyone, it's Brian here, and it is Friday. So I thought I should enter a contest, and it just so happens that there's a contest floating around from Steve. His channel is A is for Alice, B is for Bob, C is for, well, I guess he couldn't figure out what C is for because it says C is for dot, 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 something like that. Anyway, I think we should call him the King of Contests because he has pledged, I believe, to run a contest every month this year. He did one last month called The Contest You Didn't Know Existed. I didn't know I was entered, but I did not win. This month it is A Thread Becomes a Contest, or how an old guy, not an old guy, how a retired guy spends his day. It's quite interesting. Essentially, all you need to do is link together 12 songs based on how the words connect. So the last word of a title has to be the first word of the next song title. Sounds easy. Turns out it's not as easy as I thought it would be. And I'm not sure we had to actually show the albums, but I've chosen 12 songs that link together. I'll put a link to his channel in case you need more guidance. Here we go. So let's start with Yaz, or Yazoo, depending on where he lives. This is upstairs at Eric's. And I'm going to start with a track called Only You, leads off side 2. Quite a famous song by them. When did this come out? Who cares? 82. So now the next song has to start with the word you because that song title ended with you. So I've chosen You Shook Me All Night Long from AC/DC's Back in Black. Third last track. I'm sure we all know that song. Maybe I've heard it a few too many times, but You Shook Me All Night Long, meaning the next song has to begin with long. So CCR's Cosmos Factory. The last track on the album is Long As I Can See the Light. Now we're at the word light. So a song beginning with the word light is from the Pretenders, their Get Close record. Light of the Moon, which is the third track on the album. Moon. Let's go to a Canadian band, Max Webster's A Million Vacations. The last track on side A is Moon Voices, which oddly follows Sun Voices. So Moon Voices. Now a track that begins with the word voices. Let's go with Till Tuesday. The album Voices Carry, and the last track on side A is the title track, Voices Carry, which means we're now at the word carry. So I've chosen Robert Plant's Carry Fire. The title track is Carry Fire, of course, right here on, I guess, I'm not sure what side of the record that's on. It's a double album from 2017. Carry Fire, which means we're at fire now, and I have to say, this record comes from a rather ignored part of my collection. I think I got this free, possibly, in a bunch of records. Something my sister bought when it came out, but it's Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Against the Wind. And if you know this record, you know that the second last track is Fire Lake, which I have a vague memory of. I haven't played this record probably. I don't even know. I don't know if I've ever played this record. Lake. Tragically hip Canadian band. And there's a track on this album called Music at Work. I can't remember when it came out, 2000, called Lake Fever, which you may see here, Lake Fever, which brings us to the word fever. And there are a lot of songs called Fever, just one word, but I've chosen a track called Fever Dream from Nash the Slash. This is Bedside Companion. First track on side A is Fever Dream, which means we're on to the word dream. So Howard Jones, Dream into Action. The title track is third track on side A, Dream into Action, which brings us to the 12th song, which is Action, a song that starts with the word action. This is Difford and Tilbrook, two of the members of Squeeze, and this album starts, this is just a self-titled record called Difford and Tilbrook. It starts with Action Speaks Faster. So that's number 12, and we are done. So I had a few roadblocks when I was doing this, and it took a bit of time, but I've done it, and I encourage you to do it, and also to check out Steve's channel. I will see you in the next video, which will be next week.